Hello and welcome back to New Labels Only. Today we have another watch unboxing, and today's watch comes from Sequent Watches. It is a Swiss company who first started on Kickstarter and now they're selling their watches via their website. So the watch we have today is a Supercharger HR 2.2 in the camel leather. So let's see what the watch came in. So this is the packaging. Again, Sequent Watch. And then again, this is a Supercharger HR 2.2. And just before we go on, we usually do the traditional watches, but this one is a smartwatch. And hopefully the camera's picking up. This is an embossing of the Sequent and the logo. And this is the watch. Again, the packaging, very not too, out of the blue, but yeah, and this is it. So we have a quick start manual. Again, this is a smartwatch, so you will need to download an app, and this is both you can use it for both Android or iOS. So this is the how to do it. Or you get the app and you can scan and get everything sorted. We got a lens cleaner, looks very good, very fancy. Again, you have the Sequent Watch logo engraved. Give it a quick wipe to use. And then you have your charging point. So this is where the watch will go in, and this is when we first open this, I would think this is where you put the watch in. I just drop it in like this, but it's actually not. This is more of a grip pod, so as you can see it's not moving. But yeah, so the watch will go in here, and this is where the points are. So just connect it like this, and yeah, that's it, and it's connected, and then you just charge it. And you have the wires in there, so we don't really need that, to be honest. Anything else which come with the box? Nothing else, and that's about it. So let's get rid of these and let's see what the watch looks like. Again, this is a Supercharger HR 2.2. So we got the watch properly, so hopefully the camera is picking up. We have a blue dial. You have the leather strap, camel leather strap, and the back looks very interesting, isn't it? This is a smartwatch. It does look like you have an automatic movement at the back with a custom rotor, but again, this is a smartwatch, and I'll go into a bit more detail in a minute. The side, the charging point here, you have the two little dots or two little entry points. Just click it in and you're done. And then you have the crown. And this is actually very important. The crown literally makes the watch do what it needs to do. And again, I'll get into a bit more detail in a second. So let's talk about the watch. So we're looking at 42.1 millimeter by 14, so 42.1 by 14.2 millimeter. In terms of lug to lug, we are looking at 45.5 millimeter, and the strap width is 22 millimeters. So it's a bit. So the strap is a bit thick, to be honest. But it does suit the dial well, again, given that it's 42.1 millimeter. So in terms of the watch, what makes it a smartwatch? Again, this is more of an unboxing video. We have done a full review of what makes this Supercharger HR 2.2 a smartwatch. Again, the link in the description. So this crown here has a lot of feature. So for example, if you touch the crown, there's a couple of movement you have to do, a couple of clicking. So for example, 2 click can mean one thing, 3 click can mean one thing, and then the watch will register it. Again, you will need to download the app, and this will tell you what it's doing. For example, what can the watch do? It will measure your heart rate, it will measure your sleeping pattern, track it. We have deep sleep, light sleep, and all that stuff. It will measure your oxygen level, and again, if as a smartwatch you want to run, you want the watch to track your running, your records, your minutes, your everything, and this watch will do so. And this is where the back comes in. So the middle of this is where it will track everything, so your heart rate, movement, and all that stuff. And then the custom rotor. So again, you think this is a smartwatch? It is a smartwatch, but it has the feature of a watch, which you want to look like. For example, you have the normal dial, you have the minute hand, hour hand, and then you have something called the indicator here. And this indicator will tell you again your heart rate, oxygen level, everything you need to know by doing a couple of clicks, maybe 1 click, 2 click, 3 click. Again, this is more of an unboxing video. Again, if you want to learn more about the clicking stuff, what it does, again, we have a link in the description for you. We have done that for you. So, for example, this should turn it on, so you get a blue light. 2, you see the thing going along. This will measure if the watch is charged or not, and then it tells you it's charged, and then it goes back. And then time-wise, again, you can go on the app and change it. So basically, this watch will work in tandem with the app, and if you want to do anything, for example, you're tracking your oxygen level and all that stuff, the app is a must. Without the app, it's just basically a normal watch. Again, if you do free click, let's see what it does. Not much. Let's see, it's holding anything. This tells you if it's charged or not and all that stuff. So again, this tells me it's charged. Again, the link is in the description if you want more about what the watch does. In terms of the power reserve, let's go back to the movement. This is a self-charging watch. That's why we have the custom rotor, which will act as your charging point, or for example, in a smartwatch, your winding point. So once you've charged it, the custom rotor shakes, and again, it will charge your watch. And inside you have your, I don't know the technical side about it, but I'm pretty sure the movement it will not be revealed to us. Again, it's a secret for them. But once you move it ups and down, the rotor will move. This will, I'm guessing, will move something inside and reserve your power and charge your power and keep it. In terms of the power itself, if the watch is just used on standby, we are looking at 18 months of power. So if you don't, just leave it as on your desk and I'll use it 18 months. If you were to do some activity and tracking, 12 months. And I believe you do activity tracking and a couple more of the, for example, sleeping or sleeping stuff, so track your sleeping or track your oxygen, this probably goes at 6 months, and so on and so on. So basically, the more you use the watch, the less time you have of it. But standby, 18 months, very impressive. So if you charge it once and leave it as, it's going to keep it like that, 18 months. But again, we have a custom rotor, we have a self-winding rotor, as you can see, and it's moving pretty well. So the more you use it, the more it's going to charge, the more power you're going to have. So again, I'm not sure a lot more about the indicator. So there's more clicks you can do. Again, this is what you can do. It's not a pull or pin push or it's not a pull or push crown. It's just clicking. So 1 click will show you it's on, 2 click will show you the power reserve, 3 click will show you something else, and so on and so on. So the more you do the app, the more you engage with the app, the more the watch will do. Again, everything is tracked via the app. Again, this is a smartwatch, but given a feature or the face of a normal watch. So let's see how this watch looks on the wrist. So this is the watch on the wrist. This is pretty well. Again, 14.4 millimeters, so it is a big, it's quite thick. Once again, you have the custom rotor, the technology inside, which is pretty interesting. And you have the crown. Again, the crown is just static. It doesn't push. It's not push or pull. It's just not screw on. It's just a crown where you just tap it. Fits well. I do have small wrist, but I am using, not even a last hole, not even close to the last hole. So if you have a small wrist, you're fine. The strap will need some time to break it into, so it's quite rigid. But otherwise, once you're breaking into, it's comfortable. Again, we are just reviewing the watch. We're not reviewing the technology. We're not qualified to do that, if you want to say. We don't have an experience, but again, we've tested the watch. We've run through the tracking, the oxygen level, the GPS. We'll do that in the blog review, and we've done it already. So do definitely click on the link and do have a read and tell us what you think. But otherwise, it's a pretty good watch, very good looking watch. Again, it's basically, for us, from what we see about the Sequent Watch, it's basically they want to create a watch where people want a smart watch but do not want the boring LED screen on your wrist, but you want something that's a watch that is a smart watch but that doesn't have the square face or the round face or whatever Samsung or Apple Watch look like these days. So it's very good, it's very interesting. Actually, once we like it, it does look so good as well. Again, the hands are just super luminova, and the index has been polished as well. And hopefully you can see there's like another layer to the watch here, so like a dark layer. Again, very interesting. And you can feel the rotor moving. So once you when you're shifting it, you can feel the vibration of the rotor, and it actually does feel good on the wrist, and it's actually very interesting. Again, so this watch is the Sequent Watch, the Supercharger HR 2.2. Again, we have done a full review on in the blog. Do have a read, do let us know what you think, and thank you for watching. See you guys next time.